Hi, my name is Nelsson, a student from Universidad Tech Milenio, and I'm going to talk about general aspects of the Cold War. First, let's take a look for the antecedents in this story. Getting out of the Second World War after all the issues it made between the world, mainly in Europe, Asia, and America, the United States and the Soviet Union became potencies of the world and started having different points of view in their way to handle the post-war governments. They started watching out for the other in the bad way, fearing and being cautelous about every movement the other do. It started in 1947 and lasted for about 40 years. This war made the world shake due, due to the difference between the countries related with the control, the ideologies, or even just for the suspects they had on each other about the weapons they were making. Thanks to this, both sides made lots of relations with other countries in case of a war, having the US with the OTAN made in 1949 and the URSS with the Varsovia Pact in 1955. The term Cold War was first mentioned by the writer George Orwell at the essay You and the Atomic Bomb in 1945. He said that it was a peace that is not a peace, due to the fear that every day a nuclear war could take place. The term is used to refer to a war raged through indirect conflict. With respect to the war, the difference in their ideology made a huge role, having the capitalism on one side and the socialism in the other. The capitalism gives economical freedom to the citizens. It allows them to consume or buy whatever they want and seeks for the economic growth. Adam Smith was the first to promote this ideology by the book The Wealth of Nations in 1776. The socialism seeks for everyone to have the same, having the government or state controlling all the economy. The opportunities are equal. The socialism was promoted by two huge thinkers of the era, called Marx and Engels, in the book The Communist Manifesto in 1848. And now I want to expose the interview I made to my girlfriend, Ana Laura, that is 17 years old. What countries were the world leaders during this period?
During the end of the World War II, Great Britain got a huge amount of power in the world, but it cannot be compared to the growth that both countries, Russia and the United States, had gained due to their participation in it.
Why did countries who were allies during the wars become enemies afterwards?
A different point of view in their way to rule was one of the first things that started the Cold War. The communism and the capitalism were two opposite ideas that had a curiosity about the other since the beginning of them. Another things were the distrust of the US to Stalin and the American getting and producing a lot of weapons as nuclear bombs, making Russia feel uncomfortable.
Where did the Cold War took place?
War took place mainly in the United States and in the Soviet Union, but it had a big influence around Europe and Vietnam. It had all the world scared at the end.
What opinion did the general public have of the Cold War?
People had fear of what it could happen. They were getting out of a massive war that led to depression. They didn't want anything bad to happen. And after what they saw the bombs can do, they started living scared. Scared.
What type of weapons did the two world powers have at their disposal?
Nuclear weapons, but it also had submarines, jets, and tanks.
In my personal opinion, I think that every war is not good for the human in general. Even if the war doesn't take place as other ones, the Cold War generated fear and depression to the world. It looks like a kid's game, fighting to see who is better than the other. It promoted the use of weapons and its fabrication at the end. And although it made lots of jobs related to it, I don't think that mankind should keep focusing in making weapons to attack each others.